Napoleon Hill said, to be a star, you need to shine your own light and follow your own path. And do not be afraid of darkness, because that's when you will be shining the brightest. Madam Contester, Toastmaster, and guests, follow your path in your career or even in your life. Because when you do, you have superpower like a brightening star. I did not follow my own path 20 years ago. I got a scholarship to went to Australia to study, and after 4 years of struggling, I finally got a degree of food science and technology. And what food technologists do, work in food factories. That's why I flew back to Singapore to get a job in a factory bakery. I became a baker. After 4 years degree, getting a degree from Australia, that's all I did. In the morning, I put some bread in the oven and took them out. In the lunchtime, I put some bread in the oven and took them out. And in the afternoon, I put some bread in the oven, and after that, I ate them. I need to survive. But I did not follow my own path. So I flew back to Vietnam. I got a job in Nestle company. I working from 6 a.m. in the morning until 6 p.m. at night. I worked really hard. My mom was happy because I got $6 million per month for my income. Now I can buy a beer for myself. But then I did not follow my own path. So one day I watched a YouTube video about Brian Tracy, and he said, what would you dare to do for the next 10 years if you knew you could not fail? Great, I will become a salesman. I told my mom, my dad, my parents, my relatives, my colleagues, I will become a salesman. And every one of them went crazy, because salesman was the toughest job in the world. You're too naive to become a salesman, Tom. You cannot even do your speech in Toastmasters. How can you become a salesman? But then, I followed my own path. Actually, that was a good sign. When you told something to somebody, then they went crazy about it, that could be a good sign that you follow your own path. After that, I became a salesman for so many years. I sell many products, even for a multi-level marketing company named Lohoy. My mom was so upset because I spent $30 million just to buy their stuff and could not make any sales. Sometimes I even traveled 60 kilometers from Ho Chi Minh City to the Nai province just to meet one person. And the person was a girl. The girl was so impressed. Hey, Tom, how can you travel such a long distance to meet me? I told her, no problem. I can travel any distance in the world as long as you are a girl. No problem at all. And suddenly, I made a sales. I actually made enough money that I could buy a ticket to USA to attend Tony Robbins' conference in USA. Tony Robbins was the guy that followed his own path for 30 years. Can you imagine that? 30 years. That was a very long time. I would be dead by then. But he followed for such a long time. And that's why he will be loved by millions of people around the world, and his book is sold for millions of copies around the world. So I attended 4 days seminar of Tony Robbins. And one of the techniques was do a firework. 100,000 degrees Celsius. How could I do that? Oh my God, am I going to burn? But he thought that the technique could change your state. Yes! I've done it. I've done this. I walked through the fire. Have you ever got a fear in your life? The firework represents your fear. You overcome your fear to follow your own path. Sometimes, many times in our life, we face the fear that stops us from being a star, to shine our own light, to follow our own path. The firework represents your fear. So if you can do this, yes, and walk through the fire, then you can follow your own path. So after that, I came back to Vietnam. I became a salesman again, because I need to follow my own path. But then, after 6 months later, I sell more product, made some more money, buy some more development products. 6 months later, I become totally broke. No, I wasn't broke. I was $17,000 in debt. That meant when I see a beggar on the street, the beggar was richer than I was. But I need to follow my own path. Many people in the world have followed their own path. How about Bill Gates? He did not try to make money. He didn't try to be a billionaire. His question was, how can I make intelligence that runs all the computers in the world? And he followed that path for 30 years. That's why he became the 10th richest man ever lived on earth. Sometimes we let our fear stop us from following our own path. I have to. You might ask me a question, what happened if I fail to follow my own path? But my question here to you today is, what do you dare to do in the next 10 years if you knew you could not fail? Back to you.